Hello everyone, my name is Chris Goode and I help people transform the pain of a breakup into a life of power and purpose. So if you're someone who struggles with breakup pain and you're trying to navigate the land of post-relationship, then definitely stay tuned. If you find this content helpful, please hit the like button, and if you're interested in hearing more, subscribe as well. So we're going to jump right into it. The topic of the video today is, what people get wrong when it comes to no contact. And some of you who are viewing this may actually ask yourselves, what is no contact? Well, no contact is a strategy that many people will use following a breakup, typically to get their ex back. And what no contact is it's essentially you breaking off any form of communication with your ex. Like I said before, the purpose for this is generally to get them to come back to you. Now, that's usually the way that other coaches and people in the breakup recovery community will sell it as, or they'll give it, this is how they brand it or package it as. So that way other people are like, oh, I'm hurting, I want to get my ex back, like this sucks, I just want that person back. And then they follow their content, they buy their courses, they do their thing, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. But I want to give you the truth when it comes to no contact, because often what happens is people suffer a lot more than they need to as a result of expecting an ex to come back because they're implementing this strategy. Now, one thing I am not saying is that no contact is somehow a bad strategy, but the purpose of no contact, when used correctly, is so much more powerful than some attempt to get someone back. What we need to understand is that we don't have the ability to directly control the actions of another person. And so when you're trying to use a strategy like no contact in order to get someone to come back to you, that is in essence a form of manipulation. And at the end of the day, at least for myself personally, I don't think that that's a healthy way to approach the problem that you're experiencing post breakup. And that really the best thing that you can do is to figure out what needs to be done to reestablish a sense of sovereignty and self-control. It's to draw your attention back towards things that are important or once were important that need to be important again. And then from this place, you'll be able to start making more decisions without having your attention drawn on this person that is simply not showing you that you matter. They're showing you that they don't care about you, that there's no consideration for the way that you're feeling in this situation. And everyone's breakup's different. So, bear with me if you have a different situation. So please do your best to kind of fill in the context or understand how this video applies to your specific circumstances. So use your discretion and have some wisdom about it. So the real value when it comes to no contact is actually in the fact that you're able to take control of yourself again by cutting off communication with your ex, by blocking or muting them on social media platforms, through phone communication. You're giving yourself the chance to step away, to disconnect. It's almost like you're experiencing withdrawal feelings, and very much in many ways, love, especially when love's taken apart like that, it is a withdrawal in a sense, because it affects our brain very much in the same way that cocaine can. So the point is, when you get a chance to step away from that, you're giving yourself a chance to reestablish a better sense of self, to reestablish a sense of self-sovereignty, of self-control, to move your attention towards things that are meaningful, that are compelling. And if you don't know what those things are post-breakup, then it's figuring out how to move into those things so that way you can regain your sense of self. Because right now, you might feel all over the place. You may be so disturbed by the pain that you're experiencing from this heartbreak. There may be parts of you that are asking yourself, where did I go wrong? How did I mess up? How can I fix this problem? And part of it is recognizing what it is that you actually control. The important part is recognizing what is actually in your control, recognizing what you can actually do versus what you can't do. You can't make your ex come back to you. And why would you want them to come back to you unless they actually wanted to come back to you? I know that that doesn't feel good. I understand. I've been there myself. I wanted you to come back so bad. Why'd you leave me? We can fix things. We can work this out. If they're not willing to work with you, then there's no relationship. There's no reciprocity. There's no exchange of value and movement and meaning. So now it's time to come to terms with that, to accept the facts, and to learn to accept yourself, to start returning to this place of self-discovery and understanding and figuring out what it is that you need to do to get from where you are to where you'd like to be. You don't want to suffer as much as you are, which means that part of you needs to figure out how to get over your ex. And part of that is simply putting them aside. It's removing reminders. It's getting rid of the things that bring them to memory. It's cutting yourself off from the past. It might mean getting rid of clothing, jewelry, pictures. It might mean deleting things. Look, if they come back later, you can get all that stuff back. You can make new stuff. You can create new memories. But don't bother with this sort of like, well, what happens if things get better and he or she or whatever, they come back and then it's all good. I've gotten rid of all the stuff. You can't control that. You have no idea what the outcome is, what the future is going to be. The only thing you can do is act in terms of probabilities. Is it probable that they're going to come back? Well, you're going to have to figure that out. If there's genuinely no chance of, like, they're just not cooperating with you, it's best to play it safe on your terms. It's best to take back control, to stop being jerked around by this attachment that you have with this person, to make a clean cut, to block, to mute, to remove them from social media, to remove the reminders. It's going to hurt. It's going to take some time. It's going to take effort. But over time, as you distance yourself, the pain or the craving, and you're going to start to feel that tipping point where you're going to start feeling a lot more peace and contentment, a lot more joy and happiness, as opposed to pain and suffering in relation to the breakup. There might even be things that, like, points in which you're grateful for what happened. You're not grateful for the pain, not grateful for the breakup, but grateful for the way in which you responded, the decisions you made so that you could heal and transform into the person that you are becoming, the person that you can be. But if you continue to focus in on, are they going to come back? If you continue to ruminate and constantly bring the past to the forefront of your mind instead of focusing in on the future, focusing in on what's ahead, then you're going to, just like, you've chained yourself to the past, and you're going to continue to suffer due to that attachment. And I don't think that anyone watching this video, that's what they're looking for. I don't think that that's what you're hoping for. I think that you want a sense of peace, and there might be some contention in trying to figure out, well, do I want this person back? Do I not? Do I move on? What's going on? I'm suffering. I'm hurting. Well, what you can control is your actions. You can start by restoring your sense of peace, and you know the things that you need to do. I don't even need to tell you. People say it all the time. It's like, eat your veggies, meditate, exercise, go for a walk, spend time with friends and family, all the things that a good therapist would tell you, all the things a good friend would tell you. So draw your attention towards those things. You do need to put effort in. You do need to put intention in. Consistent daily effort. Otherwise, the way that you feel is going to persist, it's going to continue, and then you're going to start experiencing prolonged grief. And the next thing you know is you're going to be 9, 10 months, you're going to be a year and a half from now, and you're still going to be suffering the pain. And if that's you, then I would definitely book a free strategy call with me, because I can assist you through that if you're stuck. But I don't want you all to get to that point. If you're at that point, have some compassion with yourself, find the help you need. I would be more than happy to assist you. But if you're not at that point yet, if you're just at the breakup, you need to do the work now. And also, for those who have done the work and still end up struggling, no shame in that either. Hit me up. I'll help. So that concludes the video for today. Thank you all for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button. And if you need any assistance when it comes to recovering from a breakup, you know where to reach me. Just simply go to my profile, book a free strategy call, or follow me on my other social media platforms at I am Chris Goode on pretty much everything, and then I will assist further. I'm going to continue posting content like this. It can help you to do the right things for yourself so that you don't continue to suffer unnecessarily. So thanks for watching, and until next time.